Hello there, Rabbi. How are you doing? It's time for yet another episode in our newest series, The Big Ten. What's a commandment? And tonight we are doing bearing false witness. Thou shalt not, right?
That's correct. Now, when we hear the word witness, our minds immediately go to courts and the law and lawsuits, and we have to bear with the Hebrew in that it's not limited to or not about court or anything legal, by the way. Really, the commandment bearing false witness is about lying, is about promoting untruths, particularly over social media, particularly for your own getting elected to office. The commandment really is saying don't gossip, don't lie, don't make things up in order to get away with something or to promote. So don't do self promotion by lying, by making things up. Exactly.
Bearing false witness and lying, we all do the occasional white lie. Isn't that true?
You know, I really don't like labeling lies because that's a way of avoiding the truth. The truth is, we're telling an untruth. And to justify it by saying, well, it's only white or small is a very slippery slope because what you consider a white lie, for example, the last election never happened or was false, or the storming of the Capitol was really a peaceful protest. When you start saying things like that, some people think that, and you go, oh, well, I just exaggerate a little. You can't do that, Joe. We have to be honest and say, I'm lying. Now, there's no police. There's, you want to break the commandment, lie, but don't cover it up by saying it was minor or it was white or you forced me to do it. I really didn't want to lie, but and blaming it on someone else. The commandments are about being honest with our own behavior. If you, the situation, and we did cover this, by the way, in several episodes, that Judaism requires you to lie under certain circumstances. But make no mistake, when we did it, when I quoted the Talmud, when I talked about Judaism, it said specifically, these are the times when it's okay to lie. It didn't say they were small. It didn't say they were white lies. It just said you are required to lie under certain circumstances. And so let's be clear. Let's be clear. The commandment is don't spread untruths. But if you do, know you're lying.
Thank you, Rabbi. In an effort to be honest, the fish was this big. Um, as always, your advice helps us down the path and helps me to the road to righteousness. And all the Ten Commandment lectures that I heard growing up in parochial school pale in comparison to the amount of wisdom that you represent.
The idea that I'm not lying if I leave something out is not acceptable in Judaism. Judaism considers that to be lying as well. And during Yom Kippur, during the confession, that's one of the confessions, is lying by omission. And that's a very popular way to self-justify or get around this commandment is by leaving something out. Well, I didn't lie, but you did because you intentionally knew that you were leaving things out to cover something up. So let's leave it with that. Bearing false witness means no gossip, no telling stories. If you want, that's fine, but don't think it's okay.